Hi, it's Gregory Bass and Claire Bass. It's the second time you see me today because my incredible morning. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch the show or the snippet about holy moments, which we'll talk about again. But here with my beautiful wife, and we want to talk about what's coming up on tomorrow's episode. You excited?
Very.
With Katie last week, she gave us a lot of information, and it really opened my eyes to a lot of things and made me realize just how much I didn't know, but then also how much I did know.
Yeah.
Which gave me an opportunity to.
Good foundation.
That's right, to learn more. Good foundation. That's a good way to look at it. So we're going to continue building that foundation. We're going to remove the rust, right? And the way we're going to do that is we are bringing in our next guest, who is Mr. Jason Romero. Jason Romero actually lives in Baton Rouge. He has a bachelor's in anthropology, which is the study of human existence, right? Early human life.
Are you talking about anthropology?
That's what I just
I thought
said.
you said theology.
Anthropology.
Okay, sounds good.
But on top of that, he has a master's in theology, which is also what we'll be discussing. But the cool thing is it's science and religion. So how is that not even better to bring him on so we can talk about science and religion and
How
ask him?
they really work together.
Yeah, because so many people that science and religion are clash, right? And that's not accurate. So we look forward to him giving us some information on that, but also answering some questions that we have from the book that we've been reading, Theology for Beginners, right? At Katie's request. And again, there's that book that I'm reading. I'm not telling you the name of until we come on tomorrow night. It's been fantastic, and it's brought us to holy moments. Again, those moments that allow us to be holy. And how often do you hear holy in like this life? If instead of praying the Hail Mary or going to church, or
No, it's truly not that often.
you just don't hear it, right?
It's usually in my own head or something I'm reading or praying.
And it's, some people might find it difficult to know what holy moments are or when holy moments are.
Well, yeah, and I think though also maybe we don't feel qualified to deem something holy because it's above our jurisdiction.
This book actually says that there's this lady. Every time she goes to the line to buy coffee, she gets the coffee, but that she pays for the vehicle behind her, right? And she's doing that, and he called that a holy moment.
It's a sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice, and you're also providing them, showing that there's some good in the world.
So yeah, absolutely putting out goodness.
That's right. So it's not hard to find holy moments, just like mine this morning with the gentleman who got out of his vehicle at a red light, went 4 car lengths back to get a turtle out of the road and move it off to the side.
Mercy for a sweet little turtle. I think about it all the time. I'm sure there are lots of people who think about poor animals crossing the road. Really, I mean, sometimes we'll see a squirrel and it's like, oh,
let's not talk about the ones that don't make it.
I know, but there's so many little squirrels. They're fast. It's like they're playing a game or something, but it messes with my heart. And a lot of times I'll be looking in the rearview mirror, or Patrick's in the back seat. He made it, Mom.
So I talked to Jason today. Now, Jason and I are really old friends. We go way back to high school, and he's always been really big into his faith, and he is a musician as well. So if you ever saw Jason at a retreat, you couldn't miss him because he's like 6'7". He had super long hair at the time, and he had his guitar with him everywhere. So wherever the girls were looking, that's probably where Jason was. I'm sure it's the same way right now, but he's happily married to Lauren, and they have 5 wonderful kids together. So it's going to be really cool to talk to him. It's just been fantastic to reconnect. Jason, if you're watching that, thank you so much for saying yes to come on to the show. We're just really excited to continue adding value to ourselves, our faith, to one another, our family, and to all that are watching. I told you, there's multiple times I've come home now, and people have already came to me and they've asked me questions. And I'm like, I'm so glad that you're asking me that question. The idea of the show is I don't have the answers. I bring on experts to ask those questions, but I do want to talk about one specific one. And I've researched it since I've answered that question to the individual, and the question was, why do you pray to saints? Why not go straight to God, right? Which we do. We go straight to God. But there are saints, just like anything else. If we want to improve in business, we're going to learn from those who have been successful in business, right? If we want to maybe get our foot in the door somewhere, if we're looking for a new job, we're going to see if there's any friends out there who can put in a good word for us, right? And essentially, that's what the saints do for us. They intercede with God. So wouldn't you want to go to the people that got it right, that lived holy moments, that have an in with the big man and can vouch for you? And that's what happens whenever we pray to saints. You know, they're on a pedestal because of the holy moments that they lived throughout their life. They weren't holy 24/7, which was a revelation for me yesterday. I'm just like, whoa. This is a really long snippet.
It's all good.
Good information. So if I'm wrong and there's any experts out there watching, make sure to comment below so we're not teaching anybody. But I did some research, and that is a pretty good way to communicate what saints do for us. And also, they mirror how we could and should live our lives to be saintly. What's your favorite saint?
I have too many. You can't ask me that. I can't decide on my favorite anything. I'm very eclectic.
We studied St. Joan of Arc this week because her feast day was Wednesday? No, Sunday. Saturday.
It was the 30th. I don't know what day.
Whatever day that was.
It was the 30th.
I think it was Sunday.
That was Saturday. It was Saturday.
Doesn't matter. Y'all can look at the calendar for us. But again, this journey's been great. We look forward to continue digging into this with you. And we are super excited to continue removing the rust
together.